This is 100% my fault. This is 100% my fault. This is 100% my fault. You'll definitely have them before the month of August completes. You'll definitely have them before the month of August completes.
I mean, it's just like, you know they're gonna drag you, right? Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Hey. Child, the time has finally come for me to review the new Melanin Haircare Plumping Deep Conditioner, and we're going to get into that in just a moment. But before we get into today's video, please make sure that you are subscribed and be sure to hit that notification bell, boo, so you don't miss when I upload another video. And if you enjoyed today's video, I would greatly appreciate if you gave me a thumbs up, but if you give me a thumbs down, nobody really cares because they can't see it anymore. And if you're interested in anything that I mentioned here today, please be sure to shop via the links down below in the description box because it really helps support my channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. If you have been watching or involved with the natural hair community for any length of time, there's absolutely no way you are not familiar with the beloved Natural 85, aka Whitney White. Like a number of natural hair brand owners that you all know and love today, Whitney started out filming YouTube videos in her bathroom. And throughout this last decade, Whitney has helped a lot of us learn to love, care, and style our natural hair. Fast forward several years later, Whitney's DIY recipes have been transformed into what we know as Melanin Haircare. And while I haven't tried every single product from the Melanin Haircare lineup, I'll make sure I leave both of my reviews linked up in the cards. I'm a little bit uncomfortable with making this video because I know how people, specifically in the natural hair community, ride or die for Whitney White, okay? It's so odd to me how a number of you all will rip into my black ass about these black products from these black brands until they take too long to ship your things. Anyway, as most, if not all of you all know, the Melanin Plumping Deep Conditioner was announced by Whitney White herself back in April. I honestly don't think that I need to dive into the logistic humiliation of this launch too much, but I will say this. And honestly, what I'm about to say is not just for Melanin Haircare, it's for a number of these brands if we're honest. Now more than ever, I think people get that sometimes there are going to be delays. Sometimes unexpected things happen, but where you all fell short and almost always fall short is the communication. First of all, letting people know 2 days before you're supposed to ship their things out that you ain't shipping their things out, unacceptable. Nobody is going to convince me that all of these shipping delays could not have been communicated way sooner. And as a brand that incessantly posts on social media multiple times a day, to not have a static, dedicated post to these shipping delays is absurd. So of course, after people then gave you their money and didn't get their things, they're pissed. I can't even begin to tell you the amount of screenshots that have been shared over the last few months of people's comments regarding their orders being blatantly ignored. And if they aren't being blatantly ignored, they're receiving very vague and somewhat dismissive responses. And then after it's already been several months of piss poor communication, to release this unlisted video where you're like, I'm sorry, but it's not really my fault, was also not a good move. Honestly, this is one of the worst product launches that I've seen probably ever. This is not at all to say that supply chain is not an issue, but supply chain has been an issue for quite some time now. At this juncture in the pandemic and in the economy, all the blame cannot be placed on supply chain. This is your brand, so it's your responsibility. So like offering a head wrap, a lollipop, and some bonus points instead of a refund after all of these months, very crazy to me. Because if we're honest here, who's going to want to place an order with you ever again after this? Yes, supply chain is very much a thing, and it has been a thing. It's going to continue being a thing. There were just a lot of missed opportunities here to handle this situation a whole lot better. And I honestly, truly, wholeheartedly hope that this was a lesson learned, not just for Melanin Haircare, but for every other brand that has overpromised and underdelivered. Be accountable, be empathetic, be apologetic, and do better. Now let me go ahead and get into this review. So of course, as you all know, today I'm going to be giving you my first impression when it comes to the highly anticipated and controversial Melanin Haircare Plumping Deep Conditioner. And as you can see, I have already taken a deep dive and I have some thoughts. So first things first, the Melanin Haircare Plumping Deep Conditioner claims to be silkening and strengthening. It has no sulfates, no parabens, no mineral oils, no formaldehydes, and no phthalates. One thing that Melanin Haircare has always gotten right is the size of the packaging. In my opinion, with Melanin Haircare, you are always going to get a lot of bang for your buck because not only is this 16.1 fluid ounces, the ingredients are naturally derived as well. Of course, in true Melanin Haircare fashion, we have the really sleek, minimal packaging. There's also the Melanin Haircare logo embossed on the cap, which is a cute little touch or whatever. I ain't gonna lie, the ingredients list is pretty lengthy. Of course, we have water, BTMS, glycerin, cetyl alcohol, provitamin B5, aloe leaf juice. There's all kinds of oils in this, including jojoba, argan oil, lemongrass, geranium, peppermint. There's also hydrolyzed pea protein, hydrolyzed vegetable protein. It has hyaluronic acid, biotin, fenugreek, pumpkin, and bamboo. The hyaluronic acid is supposed to help your hair attract and retain moisture while reducing frizziness, while the biotin, fenugreek, and bamboo work to strengthen and smooth the hair. And as far as the smell, it smells like lemongrass. Lemongrass. Citrusy grass. Now, of course, this is natural 85 that we're talking about here, so we already know that the ingredients are going to be natural AF, which we love and appreciate in this community. But I'll be honest in saying that the directions is where Whitney lost me a little bit. Now, Whitney, you know who we are. You know how we are. Why would you start off the directions talking about a little bit goes a long way? So what? So the directions say, working in sections, use a nickel to quarter-sized amount depending on your hair texture and density. Gently smooth the product in, working in downward strokes from ends to roots. You may comb the product in to help distribute if desired. Leave in hair up to 30 minutes, then rinse out and style as usual. After cleansing my hair, those of you who are regulars here know that I like to let my hair dry down for a little bit in my t-shirt or my microfiber towel before applying my deep conditioner on damp hair. That is just my preference when it comes to applying conditioning products, because I find that the products penetrate my strands better. Now, if you are someone who likes to apply your products on soaking wet hair, you will definitely use way less product than I did. I already know that I'm going to get flack for that. But as for me and my hair, I'm not getting ready to add more water to stretch it. I'm going to apply more product to make sure that my hair is thoroughly coated, so that way I can see if the product is going to do what the product said it's going to do. There are a number of products on the market that will explicitly say whether to apply it to soaking wet hair, towel dried hair, etc., etc. This don't say none of that. So I'm going to do what I want to do. And y'all can go ahead and be mad because I ain't adding no water. But that's on you. I'm gonna apply this deep conditioner just like I apply every other deep conditioner, as liberally as I need. I applied the deep conditioner liberally to each section and subsection to make sure that every single strand was coated. I especially focused the deep conditioner on my crown, which is the driest section of my hair. And I made sure that I did not forget my edges, because after all, who are we without our edges? Exactly. You can see the consistency of this deep conditioner is not super duper thick. In my opinion, the consistency of this deep conditioner is somewhat on par with the Melanin leave-in. It's lightweight enough to where it almost feels like nothing during the application, but it's weighted and dense enough to where the cuticles of my hair felt really silky and smooth. I did apply the deep conditioner throughout all of my hair, covered my hair with my plastic cap, and I deep conditioned with heat. The directions do not at all mention deep conditioning with heat, but I knew in order for me to give it a true, genuine, fair shot, I had to deep condition with heat, so that's exactly what I did. After sitting with heat, I felt like my hair really drank up the deep conditioner. It felt soft, it felt hydrated, it felt nice and smooth. And you can see how juicy my hair looks with the deep conditioner still in after sitting with heat. But we all know that the true test is how your hair looks and feels after rinsing the deep conditioner. I didn't even cover my hair with my towel after rinsing, because I wanted you all to see exactly how my hair looked after rinsing the deep conditioner without any manipulation whatsoever. I can't even believe I'm about to say this, but after rinsing this, my hair felt soft, hydrated, my coils were nice and defined and springy. I definitely slathered this on and used way more than was recommended. I also used heat, even though that is not directed on the packaging. But I think the heat is really what amped this deep conditioner up, because without it, I just don't think that it would have performed as well in my hair. I won't say that I particularly love this, but I do really like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this up over the next few months, and I'll let you know whether or not it's worth a repurchase for me in a future empties video. So folks, that about wraps up my first impressions of the Melanin Haircare Plumping Deep Conditioner. Be sure to drop down in the comments and let me know your thoughts. And on your way to watching another video of mine, please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Please be safe, and I'll catch you in the next one.